Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Personnel meets this afternoon to receive testimony on domestic violence and child abuse in the military. On panel one, we will hear from witnesses about their personal experiences of domestic violence and child abuse, and from a victim advocate. Ms. Adrienne Perry, the mother of military child abuse survivors, Ms. Mercy McKinley, a medically retired Army veteran who sustained injuries as a result of intimate partner violence, and Ms. Iris Vega, senior court advocate, Doorways for Women and Families. I'll introduce the second panel when we transition to their testimony. In the United States, domestic violence, including intimate partner violence and child abuse, are significant problems that cause immense harm in our society. The most current data published by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, show that 27% of women and 11% of men have experienced either sexual violence, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner. And the CDC estimates that domestic violence victims lose nearly 8 million days of paid work and 5.6 million hours of household productivity annually. Additionally, the CDC reports that in 2012, state and local child protective services received an estimated 3.4 million referrals of children being abused or neglected. And an estimated 1,340 children died from maltreatment during that year. Clearly, as a nation, we must do more to address the many factors, relationship, community, and societal, that may lead to domestic violence and child abuse. We must also develop evidence-based prevention strategies and implement comprehensive support programs to help the victims. Let me state, however, that domestic violence and child abuse are not just problems in local communities around the country. They're also a problem within the military services. While the data show that the military's domestic violence and child abuse incident rates are lower than comparable rates in civilian communities, I am deeply disturbed that both intimate partners and children die every year at the hands of military service members. DoD and the services must not rest until they totally eliminate violence and abuse of intimate partners and children within their ranks. I will assure everyone here today that this subcommittee will provide whatever additional resources DoD and the services need to strengthen its programs of prevention and victim support. Finally, I want to thank Ms. Perry and Ms. McKinley specifically for their testimonies today. I know it's not easy to discuss the painful events of the past, events where either you or a family member has suffered as victims of domestic violence and child abuse. I thank you for your courage to speak to us today, to provide us with some important insight into your experiences. Senator Gillibrand.